And in this lesson we are going to look at a very important topic about sleep and learning. Some of us have the belief that for you to do well, you must sleep less and learn more. Now we want to see, is our belief correct? Is it true that if you want to do well in your studies, you have to learn more and sleep less? Is sleep important in our learning process? Now, sleep is very important in our learning. It plays a very key role. You need to get enough sleep for you to be a better learner or for you to learn best. Now, the question we need to ask ourselves is, how do sleep help us in learning? Now, the first thing which sleep does to us is, when you are sleeping, is like your brain is in a cleaning session. During the day, when we are learning, when we are doing different activities, what happens is our brain is busy working. In this process of working, the neurons in our brain are doing so many activities. And as you know, our neurons are living cells, and when living cells work, they produce waste, the metabolic waste. Now, these metabolic waste accumulate in our brain and they are poisonous. Now, when you go to sleep, what happens is, during the sleep, the toxins or the poisons, the metabolic poisons, are flushed out of your brain. Therefore, sleep cleans our brain. It makes our brain clean. And that is the reason why, after doing so many activities, learning, plus other day-to-day activities, you feel tired. And when you go to sleep and you wake up the following day, you feel your brain is fresh. Why do you feel fresh? Because all the metabolic toxins have been flushed out of your brain, and your brain is clean and you can think clearly. That is one important thing which sleep does to us. Another important thing about sleep is it improves our health. Sleep makes us healthy. If someone is deprived of sleep or you lack enough sleep, what happens is you are going to develop all these nasty health complications. People who are deprived of sleep, in most cases, you will find them complaining about headache. They may also go into depression. They may develop lifestyle diseases such as heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and in general, if you lack sleep, you are going to reduce your lifespan. Actually, people who don't sleep well, they don't last long. Therefore, sleep is very vital, very, very important to our health. You don't need to oversleep, but you need to get enough sleep. Sleep is also important in learning and memory. How does sleep help us in learning? We are going to look at 3 areas or 3 things which happen when you are sleeping. The first one is, when you sleep, your brain goes into an editing session. Your brain edits whatever you learned before sleeping or whatever you learned during the day. Therefore, what happens is all the materials which you learned and they are not important, they are not needed, they will be deleted, and your brain, your neurons in the brain will enhance, or it will strengthen what is required, and you will be able to remember the important material for a long period of time. It is like a consolidation time. You edit, you leave what is important, you delete what is not important, and you consolidate the materials which you have learned. The second thing, during sleep, your brain reviews all what you learned during the day or before sleep. It is a review session. Your neurons develop a network, and in this network, all the material you learned is brought together and it is enhanced and stored in your long-term memory. The third thing which happens during sleep is when you are sleeping, during sleep, you enhance your ability to figure out difficult problems. That is the reason why you will hear people saying you sleep on a problem. If you are learning something and you face a challenge which you could not solve at that particular time, you are supposed to break. If it is during the night time, you go to sleep. Now when you are sleeping, your brain goes into diffused mode and it is going to create connections with other parts of the brain. When you wake up the following day, you will wake up fresh with new ideas and you will be able to solve the challenging problem which you are not able to solve the previous day. Another importance of sleep is that it enhances your understanding. As I have said, when you are sleeping, you develop your neural connection. This is when your brain goes into diffused mode and you are able to create that interdisciplinary connection between whatever you have learned and other material which you learned previously. Therefore, through these connections, you are able to develop understanding of the concepts or of the ideas which you have learned. It is now obvious from this discussion that sleep is very important. Now, my parting shot is, as a learner, make sure that you get enough sleep. Research shows that you must get at least a maximum of 8 hours of sleep. And if you don't sleep much, at least if you deprive yourself, you should not deprive yourself so much. At least 6 hours, if not 8. Therefore, make sure you get enough sleep. When you wake up the following day, your mind will be fresh. All the poisons will be flushed out during sleep, and you will be able to learn better, and you will be able to consolidate whatever you have learned and remember for a long period of time. Therefore, it will be in order to say that practice with sleep makes perfect. Practice with sleep makes perfect.